Hello, welcome to Velvet Fin City. It's been a while, but it's all good. So today we're going to be taking a trade on indices, specifically for US 500 and US 100. Just before I get started, I want to look at the economic calendar. So for today, my time is set to -5 Eastern Time Zone. Today is Monday, and then we'll have a red folder news coming in by 10 a.m. the PMI. So back to the chart, I'm going to walk you through from the weekly charts, and then we'll go all the way down to the daily until we take our entry on a 1 minute time frame. So for the weekly charts, I see some sort of volume imbalance, but then I don't think it's going to have any effects for this particular trading because we're trading the New York section. Now, something else I wanted to take note of is that we are trading all-time high. And when you are trading all-time high, according to ICT, you look for buys and not necessarily sales, unless the price action says otherwise. Okay, that's one thing you want to note. So for the weekly profile, I'm not seeing anything, nothing yet clear. Today is Monday, you know that. So we just have to be cautious about that. Then on the daily chart, nothing too clear as well, but it's as though price dropped down. There was a dump coming into some sort of, will I say, an imbalance right here, and then price is trying to go up. Okay, for 4 hours, I think I love the 4 hour time frame. I want to take note of this. We have a liquidity sweep right here, then going up, and then it also left this long wick more like a rejection block. And then we'll see another kind of sweep for continuation here. Like I told you, I don't have a bias yet, but I'm tending towards the bullish side right now. So from here, I just want to go to the 15-minute chart. You might as well go to the 1 hour chart, and then the 30-minute chart as well. But because I trade off of 1 minute chart, I just want to go to a 15-minute chart. Then up next, I want to mark out the equity open, which is by 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time Zone. So your time has to be in UTC -5. So I'm waiting for equity open. So after equity open, I'm going to take an entry. And then because I'm bullish, what I expect to happen is that I want some sort of pullback, then an SMT order block, and then I'm going to buy targeting up. This is for the US 100, right? So let's take a look at US 500 and see what we have here. So going from the weekly chart again, okay, I think I'm having some glitch with my network or internet connection. Oh, it's all good. So back to the weekly chart, I'm going to clear my chart. So remove our drawings to make sure it's clean. Same thing, like I said, we'll have some sort of volume imbalance here. And then we are also trading all-time high. These are correlated assets, which means they kind of move in tandem, like they move together or simultaneously. Okay, I think it's a better story here with US500. Like I have a big fair value gap here. I started from this week up all the way to this point, and then price forming a fair value gap, and we'll have a daily liquidity sweep. So which means price should be moving towards the upside. I think from the daily chart, I can see some information to glean on US500. Okay, so right here you see we have another sweep. So this is more like a higher time frame SMT between US500 and US100. So we'll have this liquidity sweep here and then another liquidity sweep here. So we also have a continuation sweep like we saw in US100. I think we'll have a couple of sweeps here. So really we are going up, and then 15 minutes right now. So on the 15-minute chart, I'm going to mark out equity open by 9:30. And then all I'm doing right now is just waiting for equity open. I want to see some sort of pullback, and then I'm going to target up. So maybe to this point, but that's too small. I think to this highs is not bad. But let's say from the 1 hour time frame, okay, yeah, here or any level up. Basically, I trade using percentage. So I risk 10% for 20%. That's my trading strategy, or will I say my risk management strategy. So I'm going to be aiming for 20% today. We are 15 minutes behind equity open. So after equity open, we can execute. Okay, I want to share with you this on gold. So this analysis I did on gold. Okay. So for gold has been pumping high, like real pumping high. But then a couple of weeks ago, we saw some decline. Last 2 weeks, we've been having this decline. And then on the daily charts, for me, after last weekend, I felt like we are set to go up. You might not see it clearly on the daily chart, but from the 4 hour time frame, I think it looks as though we are going up, or we are due going down and then want to go up. I'm not too certain about that. So here this is the 4 hour chart. So like we came down, swept this liquidity, like everything here, we swept it. Then I take this as my order block price, confirm this order block. I don't really like this pullback, but it's all good. And then we are set to go up. I'm actually on this trade for a competition, FS Verify, and I'm buying. I'm buying. I want to see how it goes. I really want price to actually come up all the way to this point. Let me show you what I mean. All the way to this point. Yeah, I want price to come here. But then on daily charts, I was not so certain. That was why I had to like mark out some of these points as points of liquidity for price to go down. But then it didn't do that. I'm not bothered, it's all fine. So my bias has always been buy for gold. But I took a couple of trades on gold earlier this morning, selling just intraday scalping, and it was fine. So we are about 13 to 14 minutes away from equity open. So let's see how price behaves. So we have a live trade today. It's not like I'm recording. It's more like I wouldn't call it a live stream. Just me sharing my thoughts process with you and then walking you all the way till when I will take an entry. Yeah, my thoughts on forex pairs. Just before I talk about my thoughts on forex pairs, then for cryptocurrencies, um, I bought this Litecoin. I think around this point, yes, around this point, after the week when we had that decline, I bought it. Then I'm just holding it for a long time. So I want to hold it for a couple of time. It's not something I am like this. What I say, sports crypto trading or so. But then I don't really do crypto. I don't really do crypto. Okay, and here is my broker FP market. So this is where we execute, but I like to do analysis using forex.com data and all that. But then I execute off here. So let's see how it goes. So I want to mark out equity open as well. That's 9:30. Okay, my data here is not loading. My internet connection sometimes can be challenging. Okay, it's back. Okay, let me switch my symbol. Okay, yeah. So that switched my symbol. It's not giving me data from my broker. I don't need to mark all these levels I've marked already. I don't want to have so many lines. I just want to keep my chart clean as possible. So I'm looking for price to pull back and then I buy. But then if price should just go up, I might not participate. I might just stay on the sideline because obviously for today, I'm not looking for a sell. I'm not looking for a sell today. One of the most difficult part of day trading is your ability to stay patient and watch while the data reads or while price action plays out. Today is Monday, first day of the week. And then I'm not too sure about equity open since we have a news coming up by 10. So I'm not going to be in a hurry because of this news. But then another thing is that PMI is actually tradable. It's not as volatile, or will I say sporadic, as you have the FOMC, the CPI, and then the NFP. These big three, that the big three news, you want to wait for them before you take a trade. Unless you've actually gained some mastery, then you might just want to execute while they on their release, their economic reports. Okay, really going up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's fine, it's fine. I just want price to retrace. So we're going to be buying the retrace once price comes down to some level of discounts. Okay. So we have like about 8 minutes to go, waiting for equity open. Then if equity open does not offer us a good price, we might just wait for the news economic report. Once it's done, I want to go. It's been a while I actually did any video for Velvet City. Last time I did a video was talking about um liquidity sweep and all that, how price moved up and down. Was all fine. I'm a senior in college, so this is my final year, and I'll be leaving college this year. Because of that, I just had to like pay attention and try to get everything wrapped up. So once I'm done with college, hopefully, I believe I am not too certain about what life is gonna come up with or what God's plan is. But as a human, I have a plan, and in my plan, I feel like it's gonna accommodate my trading. So we'll see how it goes. Because I'm thinking about doing funded accounts, maybe with Alpha Capital or Atlas. But don't be too sure. We live in a world where uncertainty is very, very certain. So you can't be too sure. Okay, I want to see US500 on the. Ooh, US500 is going all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Yeah, look at gold. Sometimes I struggle with my internet connection. That's why you see this glitch. But it's fine. I think one of my first TP on this gold, because I am buying two contracts. One is here. Yeah, this point. So let me change it to like red. Maybe increase it. Change it to like okay, red. It's not too visible. Not still visible. Okay, this color is fine. So that's one of my first TP. I don't know how long it's going to take for price to get there, but let's see what happens after the news by 10 a.m. So we'll have the news coming by 10. Okay, so let's see what happens by 10 a.m. Is it going to give price the strength to get all the way up there? But for me, today's price action on gold was pretty much simple because we just have a decline from during the London section. So for the London section was actually easy. Although you might be caught up in this trap, price coming back here, sweeping some liquidity and going up, you might get hot there, but this other end was very easy to figure out. And then you join the trend upward. After this very point, there's a break of structure, and then you can join. Let me check the 15-minute charts. Okay, so more like liquidity sweep. Okay, so back to US100. Let me see what's happening here. US500 is actually going up. Okay, if you watch this point, there's a high here. This is the 15-minute chart. by 8:15. Then if you should draw a line, if you draw a line here, this 8:15 high has not been taken by price in US100, but I want to see something for US500. Okay, for US500, 8:15 high, okay, still maintained. I thought it was an SMT, but then I don't want to accept anything that is talking about bearish price move now. I'm just very, very bullish at this very point. Until prices otherwise, then I think about going bearish. Okay, well, about 4 minutes. 4 minutes to equity open. Then we'll see what we got there. Okay, waiting for equity open. And then once equity open is set, going all the way. The only thing I might want to check about is 12 a.m. open. Yeah, 12 a.m. candle open. Okay. Okay, so for some persons, once price is above 12 a.m., they short, and once price is below 12 a.m., they buy. But then that's something you might want to use. But right now, everything I see is very, very bullish, unless price does otherwise. But that's going to be determined after equity open. Okay, 6 minutes to equity open. Okay, 6 seconds. I think it's already time. So let's see how price reacts off of here. Okay, so from this point, I will transpose to the 1 minute chart. I like the way price is going down because I wanted price to like go down, and then once it declines, might look out for a buy. But then let me see what US100 is doing. So I'm going to be looking at US100 from the lens of my broker. Yeah. So I'm switching to my broker. 500 declines, then what is US100 doing? So let's take a look at it here. US100 is just going all the way up, all the way up. I will have some decline on 500. So for now, wait. Okay. It's looking like bearish. I think maybe coming back to take these places. But then I don't want to just rush and push the button. Stay calm. Now, because we want to execute on US100, I think I would wait because US100 is not actually stating the clear part of price. And this for US 500, we kind of have a movement towards the downside. Kind of have a movement going towards the downside for US 500, and then for US 100, nothing is clear yet. We have literally nothing. Yeah. We we're still going up here. Still going up here. And here we're going down. Okay, I think we need to wait. Let's just wait. We wait. If I had a correlating relationship in price action for both US 500 and US 100, I think it would have made sense to sell, at least coming down a little bit into this region before going up. But then here we'll have a different story. Okay, let's see. I only trade US 100. Yeah. So I can mark it out from anywhere. We have an inversion here. So let's see how price reacts to this place. If price inverts this place, then we might talk about going down. Yeah, talk about going down, maybe all the way down here, or just target our conventional 20%. Okay, so like I told you all day long, I am bullish, but then because of what I'm seeing right now, I'm thinking price is going to come into this deep discount so that we can buy. And because of that, I'm going to be looking at for some temporal bearish cap. Okay, I think price is doing that. So switching. Okay. Oh, my broker. This is how my broker is presenting the data. It was all good. So that's why most times I also like to watch these guys. So okay, yes, 500 is just dumping it. Okay, so I'm going to take. Oh, it's already pumping so much, but I'm just going to sell one contract and then let's see how it goes. So risking 10%, right? Oh, I think I just need to be above this gap. Okay, confirm. I like to target just 20%, like 20%. But let's see how it goes. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Exactly 30% so that I can have a 1:2 kind of situation. Then, so I'm actually selling. Remember, initially I was bullish, but then I explained to you the whole process. Like I walked you through why I ended up being bearish today. And know the stuff is that you don't have to like stick to one bias. You don't have to die to it. Have to pay attention, watch price action, and then flow with what it's doing. That's the most important part. So let's see how it goes. And I'm expecting this gap here to actually hold. So I want to change the color to maybe blue. Yeah, so I don't want price to go above it. So if I see some kind of movement downwards, I might trade my stop loss. Yeah, down. Okay. So let's see how it goes. So another now to take note of is the PMI 10 a.m. news. So by 10, I wouldn't want to hold this trade till 10 a.m. EST. Okay, it's quite fast somehow, but it's all good. So then, so I can know what I'm doing. So let's see how it goes. We've been able to do the needful analysis, top analysis from top to down, and then we frame the idea. Yeah, today I'm actually very much bullish, but then I told you why. I want to see price like come into a deep discount so that it can give buyers enough chance. And apart from that, I also told you about the 12 a.m. midnight candle open. So whenever you have price above the 12 a.m., you want to sell, and whenever you have price below the 12 a.m., you want to buy. But that is not just something used like a template or a textbook kind of setting, because price is very, very organic. It's not like a textbook kind of setting. So what I simply do is that I use that obviously, but then I also combine some other things I know to have a good or better trade. So it's playing out. Let's see. Let's see. So we are about 10% on plus, 10% on plus. Let's just watch. This waiting process is one of the most challenging part of trading. Okay, let's see what 500 is doing. 500 is really, really dumping. Like honestly, if I had US100 responding to the dump initially, I just would have sold US100. Or it's not bad. You need to have your confirmation before you push the button. It's not about pushing the button. It's about keeping to your rules, like sticking to your rules, like following the plan, having a game plan. That's good. Okay, let me see gold. Wow, gold is coming down. Why? 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 I hope I don't get stopped at on gold. Gold is declining. Like I told you, I wanted price to come to this point. But let's see, because we had a very, very, very rough decline. I think that should be by equity open. Yes. Let's see. 930. Exactly. So 930 we had a very rough decline. So I believe price is gonna come up. So I'm still on it. This is US100. Okay, let's see what it looks like here, because this is where we're executing. So we're 12% on plus, okay, like 11% on plus. Still reading. Okay, let me check something on the 5-minute chart and see. We'll have a potential FVG here. So if price goes a little bit down, I might trade my stop loss to, I don't like risking more than 10%. So we're on 16%, 17%, I think it's now down. Okay. I know when you buy for that, it's not for this for that thing. I know that one. You know, not taking a okay. Hopefully it hits our TP before we get to 10 a.m. EST. Then we're gonna have an economic report. Red food and news coming in. But for today, I got some things to do. I want to work on my college project. So if I should be done before 10 a.m., I don't think I want to stay up here. In my perfect world, I think I'm done for today, because this is 20%, and every day I just aim for 20%. But then I I'm risking one. I'm sticking to 1:2 system of risking. So I'm going to wait for some time and let's see what price wants to do. Then right now I want to trade my stop loss to break even. Yeah, I just want to come to break even. Okay, let's see how price responds from here. Now I moved to break even because price have actually gone more than 1:5 of my profit target. So at this point of break even, I can't take a loss today because I've actually gone beyond it and then I moved to BE. And that's the system of trading I use so that I don't stay on loss. One of the things you need to understand in trading is that your equity protection is very, very key. Protect your capital is one of the best ways to protect yourself. Okay. I'm a very big boxing fan. I love boxing. I think right now that's my best sport. And then one of the best rules, or one of the most common rule in boxing is protect yourself at all points. And for me, that's what moving your stop loss to be. It means protect yourself, protect yourself. Nothing is too certain. So at all points, you want to protect yourself. So right now we're on BE. Let's see how price goes. We're on BE. Let's see. He will come and save you. Okay. I remember when I started day trading on indices like US100 and US500. I used to be scared of 1 minute chart actually. I felt like they were so fast and so big. But right now, I've gotten used to 1 minute chart to an extent, and I just feel like it's cool. It's just the normal reading. And to an extent, I even feel like they are slow. So, but it's all good. 1 minute chart is fine for me. It's cool. If you trade off a 5 minute chart and that's what works for you, makes sense. The whole point is that you stick to what works for you. Okay, seeing some kind of temporal, will I say displacement? Will I say retracement? Sorry, temporary retracement upward. But let me see the 5 minute chart and see. Okay, exactly. We have a new candle coming in. So because of that, that retracement upward was logical. It makes sense. It's not wrong. So let's see how it goes. Right now, I'm on BE. Yeah, this is the 5 minute chart. The new 5 minutes candle coming in. So it might do some kind of retracement. It's coming up to up. Don't like it anymore. Let's see what 500 is doing. Ooh, we have a good drop on 500, like a very beautiful drop going all the way down. Yeah, it was so beautiful on 500. Let's see what it looks like on 100. If price comes back all the way up and take me out at BE, that's my fault because every day I just target 20%, and I know price I've gotten to 20% a couple of times here, but just me holding on to price because I want to target 1:2. It's just me, but it's all good. So at this point, this is the ideal place to keep your stop loss. But then remember, I trailed down to this way. So right now it's more like I'm here. I'm risking nothing. But then yeah. So 20%, you see, if I had stick to my personal 20% rule, I think today I should have been done. Then I'm trying to do what I should do. Let's see how one ratio two plan goes. And whatever I'm doing, I just want to be out before we have the news coming in by 10 a.m. EST. And we are waiting. So just want to see what price is doing. We are waiting. Okay. Okay, we got 26% right here. 28%. Almost there, but let's see. Don't be too sure. Boom. TP hit. So we're done for the day. Okay. We came in grand style before 10 a.m. EST, and I am done for today. One of the things I do is that I just want to take one trade and I make sure once it's successful, I don't want to overtrade, I don't want to overthink. And I am a college student, I have some other things to do. Having said that, we've come to the end of this video and it was cool, worked out fine. Have a nice time. Join us some other time and stay safe, man.